Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A sonorous disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Na 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 na. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize there's a window home, not a nickel to love. Could it be really me pretending that they're not alone? Oh, well, deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern of the wind, you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Asking him to change his ways, no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make the change. You gotta get it right while you got the time. Now you close your heart, then you close your mind. That man, with that man, that man, that man, that man, that man, that man. You know that man could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make a change. Na 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 na. Gonna feel real good, yeah, 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 yeah. Na 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 na. No, no. I'm gonna make a change. It's gonna feel real good. Some more. Just live yourself. You know, you got to start with yourself. Yeah. Make that change. I gotta make that change today. You got to start with yourself, brother. You know, make that change. I started with that man,
It's time to take a good hard look at yourself, liberals. This is getting sad every day. Take a day off or two. Don't really look at this shit. I come back, and what I always notice is you're getting worse. I do predict you will kill some people over the summer. I think it'll get warmer outside. We'll start to see some killing from these liberals. I think it's inevitable. They're unhinged. Getting worse by the day. The delusions are getting worse. They respond to me on Twitter and say things, and I don't even know what the fuck I gotta be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. A lot of this stuff they send me, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They go off on these rants, and it's just like, what? What did I miss? What are you freaking out about? Like, what is going on? And then they don't explain anything. You're just like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, Trump is going to take everything from you. What? What are you basing this on? What is going on? Sorry, brother, but I don't live off government assistance. So I don't get any government assistance. So what is being taken from me? What are you talking about? Y'all are fucking insane. You really have lost your mind. And it's not working out for you. And, you know, 30,000 people, I don't know how many times I got to say this. I don't care how many liberals you get together in liberal land. If we held a Trump rally in Kentucky and 50,000 people showed up to it, what would that mean? What would that matter? It's Kentucky. It's a red state. It's a dark red state. Trump's always going to win it. Getting a bunch of people that already support you together in a large group in a town that they all live in isn't proof of anything. It's not proof of a movement. A movement would be Bernie Sanders shows up to Kentucky, 50,000 people gather. And not in Louisville either, because once again, that's a liberal city. You get 50,000 people together who normally don't support you, and you've somehow swayed their minds in your direction. That's a movement. That is something that you can say, oh shit. But this, I mean, 60,000 of you gathered for a drug addict. 60,000 of you gathered in the park to scream and yell about a drug addict. So, I mean, not really impressed by all that. I know that's going around today, but that never impresses me. You can quit sending me that. I don't care. How many times I got to say this, but you are not intimidating anymore. You have no power. You are defeated like never before. You do not intimidate anyone. You never intimidated me, but you had all these other people on their knees groveling to you. I mean, good God. But now people are catching on to what I've always knew. You're a bunch of weak pussies, and you're doing nothing. You'll do nothing. You'll key somebody's Tesla, or every once in a while, one of you just has a nervous breakdown and tries to pull some woman out of her car or some stupid shit. But most of you is all talk. You run your mouths, and you have all these fantasies about what you want done to me. And I've read a lot of them. I've read your fantasies about what you want to do to people like me. So, um, why you would ever think I would be on your side isn't, I just don't get it. You have made your bed. You don't threaten to kill me every day for 8 years and then act like we're cool. Well, let's just be friends. And, we're going to talk about Bill Maher. We're going to watch. I listened to the entire Bill Maher show today. So I have the full context of the show. And they're lying to you all over X about it. They're misrepresenting what he said. I did not come away from listening to that show thinking Bill Maher was a Trump supporter. Far from it. But Bill Maher sees what I'm seeing. Bill Maher has finally saw it, and more will see it. That the left, these people on the left, call them whatever you want. Bill Maher's on the left, but he sees the danger. The far left, I guess you call them. It's dangerous on a multitude of levels, but what Bill's probably worried about is Republicans taking power for the rest of his life, because that's a real possibility if the left doesn't get itself under control. The left is out of control. The left has completely lost the plot. And we're going to get into it tonight. So if you've been wondering, I just don't understand. What do you mean the left is also? We're going to dive deep into this topic tonight. A lot of you just don't understand what's happening with Bill Maher. I'm going to explain it to you. Bill Maher doesn't like Trump. Bill Maher is not going to turn conservative. Bill Maher is not a Republican. Bill Maher sees what's coming if you all don't course correct. And that is the party that he doesn't like is going to be in complete power for the rest of your life. Definitely rest of Bill's. So Bill Maher feels an obligation as an influencer, as someone who has a show and is considered a liberal, that some of the right wing people, they hear him out. They kind of like him. I've always liked Bill Maher. Way before Trump came along, I always watched his show. So him talking to Trump doesn't surprise me. He talks to right wing people on the show all the time. That's why that show is so great, because he'll bring right wing people on, with left wing people, and you have a real debate. You have both opposing viewpoints are sitting at the table, and yeah, Bill's a leftist, but he's a lot better than most of these motherfuckers. That's for damn sure. And he knows the left is just, you've got to talk to Trump. You have to stop being seen as lunatics. Trump derangement syndrome I think Bill Maher has figured out that a lot of people, whether it is real or not, is irrelevant. I think we all know it's real, but Bill probably doesn't. But the public thinks it's real. The public, the voters, see it. And so what Bill's doing is he wants to be seen as objective. He does not want to be seen as this one-sided, closed-minded guy. And he's destroyed his reputation over the years with his Trump hate. And I think he's finally realized it. I think he's finally realized this isn't working. He sees what it's done to other people. And if he doesn't get his shit together, it's over for him, over for his career. Because the public, this is not about kissing Trump's ass. This is about, you have to stop being seen as a lunatic. You have to stop being seen as this unreasonable clown. Trump is the boogeyman, and that shit. The majority of this country doesn't even believe that. So you keep spewing that all you want, but it's why people are tuning out of your shows. We're fine with some fair criticism against Trump, but this boogeyman shit, let me tell you what this boogeyman shit does. Everything you hear about Trump, you just dismiss it. I'm gonna tell you the reality of what you're doing. And you can go into fantasies about being in a cult and all that. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you what all your influencers should be telling you. You are doing a disservice to your party. You're destroying it. You're destroying yourself. It's not working. Your tactic is failing. It's only going to get J.D. Vance elected. It may even get Trump a third term. So this is very counterproductive what you're doing. Don't stop doing it because I tell you to. Stop doing it because it's the only chance you got. The only chance you people got is to come back to the middle a little bit. You've got to calm down. You've got to stop this boogeyman bullshit, because now anything that's reported about Trump, people just roll their eyes. I do it all day. Ah, Trump sent this gay barber. No, he didn't. Come on. That story plays right into the boogeyman narrative. Oh, Trump is this evil boogeyman. Ah, he's coming to get us all. He's Hitler. Ah, he's sending a gay bar. It's too good to be true for them. You understand? That story, too good to be true. For their side, that is like their fantasy come to life. And everything I've observed of Trump over the years, I just don't buy it. I don't buy that he's going after gay hairdressers and sending them to fucking Seacot. I think there's more to the story, and I think these liberals aren't telling us the full truth, and they have a history of not telling the full truth. You people crack me up because you're so bent out of shape about me and the way I think now. You did this. When are you going to own it? I have no reason to trust you. You spent 8 years trying to manipulate me and lie to me. Go fuck yourself. I'm on to you. I see through you. It's not working. So go bother another guy with that bullshit because you're not going to do it to me. When I listen to you talk, that's the lens I view it through. How is he trying to manipulate me? How. And once you view the way they talk to you through that lens, you see it all the time. Oh, here he goes, trying to play to my emotions. These people tell you that you're a horrible human being. You're a Nazi. They say all these things. But when they argue with you, the real truth about the way they look at you fit, they understand you're better than them. So they want to play to your morals. Oh, you're okay with sending this innocent man to Seacot? Oh, how could you? Because they know you don't want to send an innocent man to prison. They don't give a shit. They would in a heartbeat. They want to send people to prison for not wearing masks and shit. Don't forget the way they acted. Don't forget the things they said. The true colors came out. When they're scared, that's how they act. And let me tell you something about life. There's going to be moments in this country where everyone's going to be a little scared. And if that's the way these people act, they do not deserve to have power because they abuse it when they get scared. And anyone who doesn't want to go along with what they're doing, they want to punish them. And they're hysterical and afraid. And that's what we learned during COVID. You think there ain't going to be more scary events in this country? You think we're going to go the rest of our lives? We're not going to see some crazy shit happen in this country? You're not going to see a virus, and you're not going to see nothing? It couldn't be terrorism. It could be. I mean, look what happens when there's a shooting. They want to take everybody's guns away. They want to go take innocent people's guns away. So, what the hell? How is that a practical solution? How does that make any sense? Some guy shot up the mall. We're gonna take everybody's gun. It's like all these people are fat. We blame McDonald's. We blame Wendy's. We blame Burger King. No, no, it's your fault that you're fat. It's not got nothing to do with Burger King. It's not got nothing to do with any of it. You choose to be fat. If you didn't want to be fat, you would be in a gym and you would be on a diet. You wouldn't be going to Burger King. It's not Burger King's fault. Tons of people, I eat at Burger King all the time. I'm not fat at all. I can see my abs, so I'm not buying it. You're all lazy, you don't move around enough, you don't work out, and you eat it's not about what you eat, just eat so much of it. Just eat tons of it. And that's your problem right there. Liberals are retard. I mean, some of these tweets, bro. These people. It's delusional. I listened to the Bill Maher episode. Liberal they had on there that was lecturing Bill Maher. Josh Rogan. Piers Morgan, and he's lecturing Bill Maher. And he's wrong. He's a fucking clown. Everyone gets so hung up on this Israel shit. Let me tell you this. All the people screaming about Gaza are the same people screaming about COVID. It's the one thing the right and left have in common. They hate Israel. It's a weird thing. They disagree on everything else, but that one thing. That fringe element of both sides of the party agrees on that one thing. What you're going to have to accept here is the fringe left and these fringe right wing people, they're all clowns. These are all clowns. These people crack me up. Nick Fuentes, seen a video of him crying on Twitter. Oh, Trump's not being hard on Israel. Brother. Why did you think he would be? This is what I don't understand. You don't have to like Israel, right? You know what I mean? That's not the point I'm making here. What the fuck? Trump loves Israel. Like, I don't understand how you did. I don't understand how you didn't know that before you voted for him. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. I heard Bill Maher say something today where he goes, "I seen Trump laugh. I've never seen him laugh. There's, I've seen him laugh at a ton of rallies. What do you? These people don't. You gotta understand something. These people don't. They don't watch anything. They don't. They don't see anything. They talk out of their ass. And when you watch everything, this is why I caught on to all these liars, because I spent years of my life, all day, every day, just watching this. That's all I did all day. I just got up every day and I'll just read all this and I'll watch all this stuff. That way I'll know what the hell's going on. Because that's what I talk about. That's how I make money. So that's what I'll do. So I just get up all day and read this shit all day. Read all this shit. Watch all this shit. And then I see these people, they say things, and I'm like, what the fuck? These people don't see nothing. They don't. So stop talking about it. You don't ever hear me getting on here talking about the NFL much. Going on about the NFL, going on about the game. I don't watch it. I'm not like, hey man, this player on the team, oh my God, he's so good. Oh my God. Going on and on and on. And then I start saying goofy shit like, oh yeah, this guy never threw a touchdown. I've never seen him. I say that. I go, never seen him throw a touchdown. You're an NFL super fan. You watch every game. You're out of your mind. And you're like, God's thrown like 200 touchdowns in his career or something. Maybe that's a lot of touchdowns. I don't know. But it's like, this guy don't know nothing. People say things. When you know stuff, people say stuff and you realize they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm sorry if you don't know stuff. Like, I'm sorry if you ain't spent time just learning shit. But I have. And when you're talking about Donald Trump, like he was the president. We've talked about him so much. We've watched documentaries about. We've learned so much about Trump. We've watched all these rallies and everything. And then you're trying to paint this picture like, oh, Trump does. Yeah, Bill was like, he's got a great sense of humor, and I'm like, yeah. Well, how do you not know that? Like, I don't understand how you don't know that. What bubble have you been encapsulated in for 8 years that you are telling me you're surprised that Trump has a sense of humor? See, Bill just seen it firsthand, and you got all these liberals. It's so funny, all the liberals replying to Bill Maher. They're freaking the fuck out. Well, you got played. He put on a character for you. That's a bullshit lie. You know how I know? Because I've watched so many rallies, so many interviews. I've seen Trump talk so much. And I've heard other people talk about him, friends, people that have known him for years, the way they talk about him. The way people have talked about him, they've known him for years, decades, is the same thing Bill Maher would say. It's the same goddamn thing. You you have to stop trying to paint this narrative that there's some crazy lunatic evil guy in the White House. This is what Bill Maher said is not. You gotta let it go. It's not true. Oh, you got played. They can't let it go. Oh, you got played. Oh, he played you. See, you gotta understand. They call Trump an imbecile. He's a retard. He's a dumb motherfucker. Yet he's some master manipulator. He's a master manipulator. He was able to manipulate somebody that's hated him for like 15 fucking years. 15 years. They sued each other, all kinds of shit. Bill Maher's talked a lot of shit, and so has Trump to Bill Maher. So they talked a lot of shit about each other, sued each other. You know Bill Maher didn't want him to win. And you're mind fucking yourself saying he fooled Bill Maher. Well, then that means he's so goddamn good at manipulation that holy shit. How can we fight him? I just work at a grocery store. I'm not. Who am I? What am I gonna do? So I might as well, if he's so goddamn good, I might as well get behind him. That's gonna be the king for the rest of our life. He's gonna be taking people to CCOT that don't behave. So I better get in line right now because that's the narrative you're selling me that he's this holy shit. Trump is just a power. He gets in a room with a guy that hates him, a guy that sees him as this evil guy, all these things. So Bill's caught up in that fantasy. Bill Maher buys into that fantasy when he walks into the room like this guy is evil. This guy's out to, he don't trust Trump. So the fact that after he had dinner with him, he was like, maybe I was wrong about some of this shit. The liberal mind can't handle it. These liberals can't handle it. No, you got manipulated. You got handled by Trump. You fell for it. The liberal refuses just to go, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about Trump. Maybe I'm just. And the fact that Bill Maher said he's never seen Trump laugh tells you that Bill Maher doesn't watch these rallies. Bill Maher has not watched a lot of Trump talking. He laughed on Rogan. He laughed on a podcast with 58 million views just on YouTube. It's probably hundreds of millions on, that shit's everywhere. It's on every platform. It's probably 100 million or more people watch that shit. He laughed a ton on there. And then Bill Maher's like, never seen him laugh. Like, what? The fuck are you talking about? That's a perfect example of what I've been saying for 8 years. They're in a bubble. Don't just say these things. This shit has meaning. You'll see it one day. They're in a bubble. They're in an echo chamber. They literally have never seen Trump laugh. Think about this. You've seen it so many times. They've never seen it. Do you understand why they hate it when these podcasters bring him on their podcast? You see it now? It's because people get to see Trump just talk for 3 hours. And then people go, oh, he's not so bad. And that's the worst fear. Breaking that fantasy. If you break that fantasy, they're fucked. Because they've been so hysterical for so long. Who will ever trust them again? Once that fantasy is broken, you're going to start looking at the left in a different way. Because your fantasy is broken. You're no longer obsessed with this hatred of Trump. So now you're going to start to see, oh shit. What the fuck? What is going on over here? And then you're done. You're done. Nobody's voting for this crap. You've doubled down on everything. Nobody's voting. You're like, bring the gang members back. This fucking guy they sent to CCOT. It's a guy that was here illegally. He's from El Salvador. Like that's his country. He's from there. Okay. Help me figure this out. What am I missing here? So he gets deported to El Salvador. He's from El Salvador. They immediately put him in prison. What do they know about him that we know? He's from there. They got a record of him there because he's from there. They know things about him that we don't know about him. And they put him right in prison. Well, he's a reform gang member. I think that's the narrative they're trying to. Well, if he's MS-13, you got to kill. That's what that guy was saying on that video. You got to kill a family member to get into that gang. So The liberal really confuses me because you're a former gang member, you've killed people, but you decided one day you didn't want to do that anymore, and now you just live in America with your family. Um, what about justice though? What about them people you killed? What about all the harm you've done? You just get to go, well, I'm done doing that. I'm gonna settle down now and behave myself. Yeah, I killed some people, but now I'm gonna behave myself. It doesn't work like that. Life don't work like that. I mean, none of us have been in court with the government saying we're part of a gang or nothing. You know what I mean? I keep hearing about, oh, the government made a mistake. Weird. Just mistaken this guy from El Salvador is in a gang. And then when he gets sent back to El Salvador, they put his ass in prison. That's weird, ain't it? Man, that's a strange one. What am I missing about this? Can somebody explain to me what I'm missing? And this other guy that you're talking about in the chat, Khalid, send his ass back too. They was talking about him on that Bill Maher. Piers Morgan was talking about him. About how he wants he wants the fall of Western civilization. He hates America. Get him the fuck out of here. Piers Morgan was right. Just get this clown out of here. We don't want this clown. He's walking around college campus, passing around Hamas literature. Like he's giving people pamphlets supporting Hamas. And liberals are crying that he's getting deported. Send him home. Send him to Seacott. I'd support sending him to Seacott. That's just me. But we're gonna do Trump's just gonna send him home. All right? Because that's such a they're acting like they're gonna fire and squat him. It's the funniest shit in the world. The way they're acting about this. Like they're acting like that Trump's gonna shoot him on the White House lawn. He's gonna pull out that Rick Grimes pistol from The Walking Dead. That's how you're acting, but he's just gonna be deported to his country. It's not that serious. I love how these people come from such dumb countries, such horrible countries that sending them back is like, oh my God, you'll kill them. But we're supposed to want them here. These people that come from this violent hellhole. Well, this is one of the good guys. Really, he's walking around college campus saying "Death to America" and passing around Hamas literature. You sure he's one? That's one of the good ones. I'd hate to see one of the bad ones if that's one of the good ones. I love how I'm supposed to take the side of these lunatic terrorists that would behead me in the street. Like if I walk down the street of Gaza, they'd kill me. You know they would. They see me, they'd behead me right in the street. But I'm supposed to protest for them or something. I don't understand. Has nothing to do with me. Keep hearing about all these dead children. What about the dead children on October 7th? You didn't seem to have much sympathy for that. See, everyone's wise to your game. You're going to use our morals against me. Well, I have morals. You don't. And I won't let some demon use my own morals against me. What in the world? That sounds satanic. That sounds like some shit the devil would do to you. I'm not falling for it. You started the shit. Y'all was all over social media cheering it on, having a field day. And I told you at the time, Israel's going to fucking bomb the shit out of that place. This is nothing to be happy about. There's a lot of people are going to die. Oh, fuck you, Smokey. You don't know nothing. Fuck Israel. You was so drunk with bloodlust. God, you were drunk on it. And you didn't even think about what you were saying at the time. You were so happy to see a bunch of Jews get killed. You loved it. You loved that. But then when Palestinians get killed, you're like all upset, you're crying. I don't understand. And then you're trying to like manipulate me with my own morals to fucking, I don't know. I don't want anybody to get bombed, but I wasn't dancing around like a jackass celebrating terrorism like you was, because I know what it's going to lead to. And there's not. What do you want me to do about it? You think if we all go out in the street and scream at the top of our lungs, Netanyahu's just going to stop? Are you fucking child? You're a child, bro. No, we got to go to work. We got to live our lives. Maybe you shouldn't cheer on all this senseless violence. Or you should try it. Try a different approach. Or keep keying people's cars, I guess. That's working out, huh? By the way, all day I hear about how, first of all, let's watch this gay ass little liberal. But you got this guy is such a little fag, dude. This fucking dude, he was insufferable. They was clowning him too. Piers Morgan and Bill Maher was clowning the fuck out of this guy, right to his face.
I just wanted to report exactly what I saw. I did it to the best of my abilities.
Counterpoint?
Honest as I can be. Yes.
Counterpoint?
Yeah.
You know, Bill, I think you're right in saying that people have made too much of this, okay? It's not the Ulta Summit. You're not Churchill. Kid Rock is not Stalin. Trump sure as shit isn't FDR, okay? So, yes, I believe too much has been made about this, but I think you've fallen into the trap. I think that I represent 99% of the internet when I say this, is that you've played the game.
99% of the internet. 99% of the entire internet agrees with him. That's for us. He speaks for everyone on the internet. What this guy's about to say, pretty much every one of us is going to agree, apparently. 99%, that's a big number.
Of proximity is principle. And what people are worried about is not your motivation. We believe you. We love you, Bill. Everybody loves Bill, right? I'm not questioning your motivation. I'm questioning Trump's, okay? And if we can say that you went there in good faith, but maybe, just maybe, he wasn't there in good faith. I mean, you sold him on the Iran deal and he took it in. I mean, give me a break, okay? So the idea here is that your motivation is sound, but what's the impact? And I think a lot of people out there, fans of yours, people who love you, people who are fans of you, like me, I've been fans of you.
You don't have to patronize me, dude. I don't know you. I never met you.
I'm just saying that this comes from a place of love.
Not everybody has to like it. That's what we said. There are people who didn't want it to happen at all. You sound like one of them. It's okay.
No.
But did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Like, what is the alternative to not talking? Just sit at your lunch table and don't talk to anybody?
I talked to him. I've interviewed Trump. Here's the interview.
That's just not an interview. This was not an interview.
I agree with the principle of engagement. I'm just saying, from his perspective, you have to understand that people out there know, all Americans know, that for him this was a PR stunt, and in his view, you were a prop in that PR stunt. Okay.
Everything Trump does is a PR stunt, but they don't do PR stunts. The leftists don't. And what's to be gained here? What does Trump gain? You know what Trump and Bill Maher gained from this? They look reasonable, while you continue to look insane. While you continue to look like you ain't willing to compromise on nothing. You don't even want to sit down and talk to nobody. You don't want to do shit. You're out of your mind. And you go on this guy's show. Never been on the guy's show, never met the guy, and just start lecturing him. This is the liberal. This is what they do. They go and they lecture you, they lecture you, they lecture you. And, oh, God. Josh, nobody gives a fuck. This dude said Trump was cyberbullying the CDC. He can cyberbully a government agency now. You do also goddamn minds. Look at him. Bill Maher made an ass of himself tonight, recounted his evening with Donald Trump and other right-wing idiots at the White House. Naturally, Maher fell in love with Trump. So predictable. I mean, when you watch the full episode, I didn't take that away. I didn't think he was in love with Trump. It looked like a man that like reality hit him in the face. Like he realized, oh shit, like I don't really know this guy. Like there's, maybe I've been wrong. And he had the balls to go out there and say, yeah, maybe I was wrong about some of this shit. Something none of you liberals could ever do. To see a liberal admit they're wrong is a rare thing. It's a very rare thing. Look at him. This is the way the liberal sees it. If you like Trump, you want to kill black people. And if you're them, you want civil rights. See, when you're in a fantasy like this, you can't see things clearly. To them, he sat down with the leader of the Nazi party. And where's that one thing, you see Gretchen Whitmore? Look at this. She went to the White House. They took a picture. She hit her damn face. Well, lady, you won't be president ever. You just fucked yourself up because you look like a dork. Ain't nobody voting for that. You scared to be seen with... I mean, what?
This, to me, is one of the most shocking pieces of poll data that I truthfully have seen this year, or maybe in any prior year.
Really?
Yes, really, because I want you to take a look. Cares more about the needs for people like you. You mentioned to Kate Baldwin, we got a tie, even after this tariff war had already started, split between Democrats and Republicans on how people feel. Which party cares more for needs of people like you? And why is that so surprising? Because I want you to take a look at prior years. Democrats always lead on this question. Back in 2017, before the 2018 midterms, 13-point lead. 2005, a 23-point lead for Democrats. 1994, which was a big Republican year, a 19-point lead for Democrats. And now, all of a sudden, a tie? All of a sudden, the Democrats, who are the party of the people, no more. We get a tie on this question, on a question that has traditionally overwhelmingly been a Democratic advantage. Which party cares more for the needs of people like you? It's truly something I would not have expected to see, especially after this tariff war had begun.
Where does it show that Republicans are making the most gains?
Yeah, again, you talk about party of the people. Look at this. Cares for the needs of people like yourself. Look here. We got non-college. We got those with a college degree. Among those with a college degree, it's the same score. Plus 18 points for Democrats in 2017, plus 18 points for Democrats now. But look among non-college voters. Look here. It was plus 7 for Democrats in 2017, and now Republicans had overwhelmingly gained, plus 9 points. That is, the gains have been concentrated, at least within the last decade, among voters without a college degree. The working class, that is where Republicans have gained even since the beginning of the Donald Trump administration. The Democratic base is now those with a college degree. Among the working class, those without a college degree, Republicans have overwhelmingly gained on this all-important question of which party cares more for people like yourself.
Your reference points are, as you were pointing out, just before a midterm election. So obviously, let's kind of look at that. Where do things stand for the fight for Congress?
Right. Okay. So you have this question, right? And then there's the question, ultimately, are Republicans going to get punished in this midterm election, in part because that's normally what happens, the party in power gets punished, but also because of this tariff war. And I want you to take a look here at the generic congressional ballot. Where we were in April of 2017, Democrats were already ahead by 7 points. In November of 2024 on this question, it was a tie, and then, of course, Republicans won control. Where are we now? It's Democrats, but just by a point. This looks very much still like what we saw in 2024, not like what we saw in 2017. If Democrats think they automatically have a ticket back to control of the House, I'd say, hold on a second. Republicans still have a real shot at this, despite all of Trump's theatrics over the last month with this tariff war.
There really is interesting information coming out in this that you're pulling out. Thank you, Harry.
It's almost as if, now this is going to be this is crazy to say, but it's almost as if that no one believes your bullshit anymore. Even with all these tariffs, I mean, even with all the tariffs, even with all the chaos. What chaos? I keep hearing about all this chaos. What chaos? What's happening? Nothing. I seen a Krasner stand say, the soaring grocery prices. I said, what? The prices went up under Biden, and that's where they're at right now. They're not soaring under Trump. What are you talking about? He's trying to pass off these grocery prices as Trump's. No, that's you. Talking about we still got 2 wars waging. Yeah, your guy was president when those started. The stock market's fine. Like I told you the other day, we're done with that. We're done with that nonsense. Stock market went down, everybody was panicking, acting a fucking fool, and then 2 days later it had its biggest fucking jump ever or some shit the dude was saying. I don't know. Yeah. And after I heard that, I said, "Oh, boy, I'm done talking about stock market. I don't care. I don't want to hear about it. I ain't talking about it. I'm done with it. It's stupid. It's dumb as shit. It goes up, it goes down. Who cares? Let me know when it fucking crashes, and then maybe that'll be something. But going up, going down, it's really a non-story. Like, what chaos? Like, what's happening? It's so goddamn. I mean, I ain't noticing nothing. All seems fine around here. I keep seeing a lot of manufactured chaos, like a lot of fake outrage. A lot of people having a conniption fit about nothing, but normal people just living their lives, enjoying watching you guys cry. You know that, right? Normal people are just laughing at you and wondering what are you crying about? What are you talking about? And I notice nobody wants to talk about polls anymore. It's funny. What happened to all the polling? What happened to all that polling? Trying to talk about Trump's mental. Oh, he's declined or something. Shut up. Shut up, Kazakhstan. You all don't get to talk about nothing. See all the liberals together in liberal land. And you see how they got to zoom the photo in? Look at that. Zoom out. You might see empty seats right over there. You didn't even have enough people to get them. I mean, what the fuck? Nothing's happening. Something big, like watching these people astroturf a movement is hilarious. So there were 35,000 people there. Says who? The only people saying it are known liars. And even if there was, 60,000 came out for a drug addict. Also, nobody cares if you're not having kids. Literally, nobody cares about your life. Go live it. Nobody gives a shit what you do. The problem is you people won't shut up. telling us how great your life is. And we just think it looks like shit. We're like, it looks kind of a boring life, you know? This bitch was like, I can take naps during the day. I don't have kids. Oh, wow. What a life. You're really living, taking a nap. Like, where is the sign that you guys are going to win the midterms? Yeah, young people ain't voting Democrat no more. They're done. God. Oh. Well, listen to this.
Kids Wish Network. Look at this. They raised 127 million. They paid to solicitors 109 million. And they spent percentage on direct cash aid to the actual kids is 2.5%. 2.5%. Look at the Cancer Fund of America. Less than 1% went to the actual thing. Kids Wish Network. Look at this. Kids Wish Network.
Been telling you for years, charity is a fraud. Don't donate to charity. You're donating to some rich guy. See, nobody cares about your fucking tariffs. Nobody cares.
Short-term pain for some long-term gain.
I feel like I'm not that worried. Seems like Trump knows what he's doing.
I think he's got a plan bigger than what people see it as.
I do think it was part of the plan. He's not stupid, right? Like, he knows what he's doing. He's gotten to this point.
I think the United States needed some tightening. I think we're going to see something positive from these changes.
I think something had to happen eventually. Now it actually is. So I'm excited for the future.
Sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He is a businessman at the end of the day, so.
We knew he's not a politician. He's going to ruffle feathers. He's going to, bump elbows.
I think a lot of people didn't respect Biden, so hopefully Trump is laying down the law a little bit harder so that those other countries respect him more.
Our allies are our allies. I think they're actually going to support us and stick with us because we are probably, I believe we are the superpower of the world.
A little short-term pain for some long-term gain.
Man, y'all made a fool of yourself last week. Y'all made a fool of yourself. Y'all was saying crazy. Well, what if the European Union joins with China? And are you insane, guy? What if the whole world turns on America and joins China? Like, brother, are you insane? Come back to reality with me. Come back down to earth. And that's what I'm saying. Like, can we have a conversation based in reality and not in some crazed fantasy that you have? Good Lord. That was Elliot Speller's problem in that Discord. He would always be in some fantasy shit. I haven't felt any pain. I don't know what anyone's talking about. What pain? Thing seems fine to me. My pain tolerance is pretty high after Biden, though. So maybe I just, it's hard to notice high prices when the price is already high to begin with. And I can't really think of anything that's went up in price lately. Shit went up under Biden and it just seems to be staying up. I seen the eggs drop $1. I did see that. I don't know who that was. That's a good point. That's a damn good point. I didn't kick Elliot, though. So you heard wrong. T West. Look at London now. Ain't no community, no. London. Wherever it is a dump. Is that London? Why do they litter, you know? Crazy. What a mess. Wherever that is, what a mess. Why don't you pick your garbage up, put it in a trash can? Oh, you see this?
Deep, but it ain't deep enough. Fuck a plate, there you go, beat him up. Falling from a money tree, and it grew throughout the month. Deep, but it ain't deep enough. Fuck a plate, there you go, beat him up. Falling from a money tree, and it grew throughout the month. Spit a loogie at the camera, speed off, yes, us. I feel good, get the fuck out my thighs. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walk in, walk out with the size. Man, don't let me know what the prize. Squabble up, 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 squabble up.
Our union stands with Rumesa and Llewellyn.
Deep, but it ain't deep enough. Fuck a plate, there you go.
Oh my God. I'm all right with the youth. If they tell me I gotta do gay shit like this, I'm out. I'll work for the company. I'm full company. Get me out of this. Get me out of this nerd fest. Just give me my check. I'm here to do the job and go home. Get my check. That's it. I'm not here to protest. I don't think you should be allowed to protest at work. I don't want to hear your politics at work either. I don't want to hear much about anything at work besides work. We're at work. Let's get it done. Have workplace appropriate conversations. Don't be like Jacob Larson trying to fuck everybody in there while you're cheating on your wife. Me and a dude was talking the other day. We were talking about fucking food, different places to go eat, and if they were any good, and milkshakes and shit. I'm in a union, so it's been fine for me. I'm eating Ruffles. I'm done with them now. No, this motherfucker took a smoke break outside for 2 minutes, called it a protest. When I take a smoke break tomorrow, I'm gonna say I'm protesting.
I was talking with a friend recently, and we were talking about, one of the big dangers in the world, of course, is nuclear proliferation, though, of course, the Biden administration doesn't care about it. And I was talking about, what is the first truly Islamist country that will get a nuclear weapon? And we were like, maybe it's Iran, maybe Pakistan already kind of counts. And then we sort of finally decided maybe it's actually the UK, since Labour just took over. But I was talking.
He's right, you're a Muslim country now. I watched a J.D. Vance movie last night. Go sit down. About his life. J.D. Vance had a rough fucking life. J.D. Vance's life was a rough one. So, let me tell you something. JD Vance a tough son of a bitch. You think you're gonna rattle this motherfucker with your little words, your little jokes? You might want to go watch that movie. Go read that book. Book probably worse. JD Vance been through some shit. And to come out of all that shit and to be the vice president, it's gonna be tough to beat this guy in 2028. It's gonna be real tough. I'll be honest with you. You better hope you get a Trump third term. You better hope he runs again because I think you'll have an easier time beating an old ass in his 80s Donald Trump than you will this guy. You'll have a hard time beating this guy. And you're going to be coping so hard about him. And oh my God, you guys ain't ready for this guy. You're not ready for it. You're just not. Kind of feels like a psyop, though. It kind of feels like they put that movie out there. They put that book out there because they knew they were going to run him in 2028. They had to get you to know who he is. Because after that movie, I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to vote against him. It's going to be hard to say, nah. I mean, who are you going to run against this guy? Oh, that guy's got that fat slob. No. That big fat slob ain't doing nothing. You're going to have JD Vance. You're possibly going to have Trump. I mean, who knows what they're up to, but you're going to have JD Vance with Trump behind him, full endorsement. You're in trouble. They know they're in trouble too. That's why they want the stock market to collapse. They want something so bad. And they can't seem to find it. They can't find a victory. Poor bastards. Oh, they replaced Lincoln Park lead singer with a woman. Nobody went and saw it. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Why not start a new band? Don't call it Lincoln Park. Why not start a new band? You know, when Kurt Cobain died, Dave Grohl didn't just keep doing Nirvana. He started a new band. You just can't, start a new band. It's not difficult. Just call yourself something else and then you got the woman and you say, this is our new band where, one dude died and, it's not Lincoln Park anymore. We're starting a new thing. And you might want to change your sound a little bit. I don't know. You can't, it's fucking weird. What did they think was going to happen? What did they think? Don't you got enough money? Why not go sit down? This was another boneheaded idea that was never going to work. You got to start telling people when it's not going to work. Just tell them, say, hey, this dumb idea. Don't do this. Don't even try it. You see, they raided the goddamn ICE protest. You're going home. I mean, they're mad. Trump deported to the country he's from, and when he got there, they put that motherfucker in prison. Well, no shit. Well, what the fuck? What's that got to do with us? Trump said, here, we got this guy. He's from your country. They said, all right, he's going right to CCOT. Well, he must have done something. You ever think maybe he did something in El Salvador and there was a reason he fled to America? They're like, he fled from the games. Oh, yeah. Okay. Huh. Weird how when he went back, though, they put his ass right in prison. I don't buy your faggot liberal narrative. I know it's bullshit. So you can keep that guy to the cows come home and don't give a fuck. Keep him in CCOT. He's El Salvador's problem. He is an illegal alien from El Salvador. He has been sent home. He is their problem. However, they want to deal with him. That's their issue. That's their person. That's their citizen. Let them handle him. Silly. Fucking good. They beheaded the fucking squirrel. These people are lunatics. See this shit.
Starts with an officer heading to Ridgeview Middle School. He waits for another officer to join him before heading inside. A woman at the front desk then tells them they have to wait for security to come get them.
I'm here on official police business.
I get that. I just radio for the safety security. Just have to wait for him to come in here to pick you up.
The officer then tries to explain they should have higher authority.
We have authority over safety and security. Do you understand that?
Well,
We're Columbus
I
Police.
have authority over my principal. You do not love my principal to me. So she tells me for you guys to wait. You're not the first one to go through this.
The officers talked to the woman at the front desk for more than 2 minutes before other school employees joined the conversation.
If there's an emergency here, I don't need to explain to her. I need to get in here and get in here now instead of go through this. What?
Not according to the district rules that they give us.
The officer continues to tell them he shouldn't have to wait by a locked door when responding to a threat involving student safety. He then addresses another woman who walks in the room as the principal.
You called us. If you don't want me here, and if you want me to beg you to get through that door, don't call me now.
The woman, believed to be Principal Natalie James, then tells him they're following district protocols. She adds, police were called because a student made a threat, but he was, quote, just playing, end quote.
We've been told from our district is that the police can't just go all over the building and do whatever you want to do.
The confrontation inside the school lasts more than 10 minutes. The principal tells the officer she does not feel safe or comfortable. The officers are then handed paperwork before leaving without making contact with the student involved. The Fraternal Order of Police says this behavior from the principal is unacceptable.
I mean, what is going on? What is going on? Call the police to come down, and then when they get there, say, nah, you ain't going in there. What the fuck is you dumb bitch. Akma bin Boobabob was making threats to, and so they sent his ass to CCOT too. Get him out of here. Quit threatening the president. Biden was president. We didn't threaten his life. What is this?
Surveillance video from inside the restaurant shows a table of 16 people eating and enjoying themselves. Frida's manager, Jesse Gonzalez, says they were one of the last tables seated around 10:30 Sunday night, a half hour before close.
And they came at the last minute, and we didn't think anything of it.
He says they treated themselves, ordering some of the most expensive things on the menu, including $11 margaritas.
Burritos, the heavy ground burritos, the Frida's special steaks, steak and shrimp.
But soon, he says, the bartender got a whiff of something that didn't smell like grilled steak and peppers.
It was just one guy that was just smoking weed, and we asked him to stop, and wow. I guess he was like the leader of the group, and they just went out and listened to him and made a scene.
There's no sound in the surveillance video, but at this point, Gonzalez says the group started berating the staff.
They started getting louder and louder, getting upset, started yelling. that's when they started making offenses to the server and telling them, like, come on, come on.
Eventually, one by one, people finish their drinks and leave the table, except for these two women left behind. They didn't seem to be in as much of a hurry. She even carries her blue margarita away from the table and continues to drink it after the group ignores staff and skips out on their $420 bill. Gonzalez says they even pushed one of the servers in the stairwell. He says he's never seen anything like it.
Our walkouts are, hey, they forgot to pay, or they'll come back the next day. Major walkouts like that, that's our first biggest one.
Gonzalez says he thinks they planned the whole outburst, so they could skip out on the bill.
You don't think that they're going to do that, especially on a Sunday night. And, yeah, just one guy got them all riled up, and they all left at the same time.
$420 bill. God damn. Said fuck it. Made a scene. T. West, what are you going to say about this? What is going on? Man, rolled a blunt at the table for the restaurant. Start smoking it. God, you see Mickey Ward got that fucking goof. Joe Josh Siwa all riled. Boy, she was riled up. Joe is, but god damn. Mickey Ward was clowning her.
Yeah, where's
Where's the what?
the singer?
Here. Come on, let's go on a journey.
So do you like girls or boys?
Me? Girls.
I know, I can tell.
My partner is non-binary. That's the vape smoke.
Oh my god.
Just think, in 4 days, we'll never see each other again.
In 4 days?
Nah, babe.
I'm trying to last 4 days. If I stay longer than 4 days, you won't be gay anymore.
I can guarantee I will still be gay and I will still be in a very happy relationship.
I'll tie you up.
I can promise you that won't happen. I dare you to try. You'll be the one tied up.
You're an actor?
No,
She's
I
so
do
offended.
TV stuff, though.
It's so insufferable. These people are so fucking full of themselves. He can't even take a joke. Can't even handle it. She's enraged. She's sitting there. Oh god. I can't believe he said he was gonna fuck me. Oh, he's gonna tie me up. Like he's serious. She probably thinks I'm scared for my life. She probably said that too. She probably left the show and said, I fear for my life. Mickey Ward was gonna rape me. He's gonna tie me up. Remember that stupid dance she was doing all the time? She was trying to make that up. Remember that dumb shit? These girls like have it made. They're like Hollywood. They're like Nickelodeon stars. They got all this money coming in. Then they turn 18 and I don't know what it is. They just gotta go all out. She decided to become a lesbian. Like Miley Cyrus was just like, I'm a hoe. Look at me, I'm a hoe. I'm not Miley Cyrus anymore. I'm a hoe. JoJo Siwa has went with, I'm a lesbian. I eat pussy and drink. Remember she was taking shots of fucking tequila and shit. Remember that? She was drinking out of the bottle. Remember that? Like, my God. I'm so cool. I'm drinking and I eat pussy. I'm not a child anymore. I eat pussy. I'm a grown woman and I eat pussy. And we get it, man. Can anyone just be normal? You could have just been normal. You could have just rode that gravy train for the rest of your life. You could have been Hannah Montana. Fucking Hannah Montana has a daughter. Now she's raising her daughter. You could have had that. You could have had it easy. Instead, for whatever reason, you decide you want to be seen as a whore. You don't want to be a positive role model to children and families. And no, you want to be seen as a whore. You want to be seen as a girl that got passed around the studio by all the rappers. Remember that? She lost her mind. She came out. And that was the image. Like, yeah, I'm getting gangbanged. Like, you listen to it, you're like, yeah, she was probably gangbanged. They probably gangbanged her when they made this. What's going on? This bitch. What happened to Hannah Montana? Don't y'all see why I went with the lesbian though? I'm a not lesbian, non-binary. I'm dating a non-binary. She slipped up too, though. If you see in the beginning, he goes, "You like boys or girls?" She's like, "Girls," and then she goes, "Well, my partner's non-binary, but it's a girl. You're dating a girl. You like girls. What's this non-binary? It's not real. Non-binary." She didn't say that. She didn't go, "I'm into non-binaries." She said, "Yeah, I'm into girls." Even the people that go along with this bullshit, they slip up all the time. They let the truth come out. You're not into men. You're not into non-binary. There's no such thing as non-binary. You're a lesbian. You're a fucking lesbian. JoJo Siwa is probably another one of these fucking goofs that's going to be like Ellen Page and cut her tits off and become a man or some weird shit in a couple of years.
I do TV shows. I do a bit of presenting now. Maybe one day.
Maybe. It all depends.
I know. It's a completely different industry to what it was.
He's obsessed now with this lesbian. Keeps looking over at her. He wants to trigger this lesbian so bad. He's about to too. He's about to.
It was back when you were
doing
it. And then you had all the strikes, didn't you?
Yeah,
Not long ago. I bet
There was a long one.
No. What was your opinions on that?
2 years of COVID, and then a 7-month actor strike. I had to borrow $500,000 from the bank to get by and pay bills off.
See, all these people live way above their means. Why does a successful Hollywood actor got to borrow $500,000 when he doesn't get any acting roles? Because these people live this crazy life. Everybody does it. These people use money. They're so much better off than you. No, he couldn't work for a little bit. And you would think, well, he was in Iron Man and shit. Like, probably got a lot of money. Apparently not. He's got to borrow $500,000 when it's like, yeah, we're not COVID, no more acting right now. Oh fuck. Living so far above your means that you can't even stop. That's why these motherfuckers work. That's why all these people never stop. These actors, they keep acting and acting. Because they can't, they literally can't. He's got bills to pay. He's way in over his head.
Yeah.
He's on the show.
Everybody in those picket lines is
Why is he on this show? He's a great actor. Why is he on this show? Because he's fucking blew all his money.
an out-of-work actor.
Yeah.
Well, there would be the flavor of the month actors show up to just say how great I am. You know, I'm at the picket line with all the poor people that will never get a job.
So funny.
You are funny.
Aren't I wonderful?
Hey, bud.
Thank you, love. Aye. Good.
Lesbian
We all vote each other out.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually.
I'm going to vote the lesbian out real quick.
Jojo.
That's homophobic. So that's homophobic if that was your reasoning.
Have you got any valid? You got anyone you want to vote out? Well, no, we actually can't discuss this.
No,
we can't discuss this. This is undiscussable.
The lesbian I'm going to vote out.
No, you can't do that, Mickey.
You also can't say that.
No, we can't.
Which JoJo's real? JoJo, right?
Yeah, Jojo.
JoJo.
Lovely lady.
Is she?
Lovely girl, yeah.
Yeah.
She's a good lad.
Appreciate ya.
She's what I call some woman.
I need a fag. Not talking to you. I need a fag.
Mickey, you can't say that, Mickey.
One breath at a time, troops. One breath at a time.
You're on your own. You can't say
Look
that.
at them all. They heard the word fag. Look at them.
I know you. I know. Yeah, I know.
See you boys in a
See you,
minute.
mate.
Yeah.
Hope you find that cigarette.
Yeah, me too.
He probably wants to get sent home because he probably already got paid to be on the show. Like they got people, probably got to pay him to show up. He probably gets his check ahead of time. And so now let me get the fuck. I get out of here. I'll call this bitch a fag. They'll send me right on home. Watch this faggot go over there and
He's just from a different planet, bless him.
Watch him go over there. He's like,
This
oh, sorry.
is Big Brother. Would Mickey come to the diary room?
Look at him.
It's crazy to me
Oh
that
my God.
still exists.
Oh my
Everyone kicked, oh,
God.
it's old-fashioned, blah, blah. You can't justify it because it's
Nope.
not right. You can't try and justify things which just aren't
Oh,
right. There's no point
Yeah.
us sitting here and going, oh, it's like if it's someone's age. It's so like, that's not a thing anymore.
But what I felt when you were over there was like you had my back, and that, to be honest, we've known each
oh
other less
my
than 24 hours.
God. Nobody talk. Who talks like this? Who talks to each other like this? Is the fucking stupidest shit I've ever seen. You just had my back, you know, and just want to know. You can't say things like that. Not in this day and age. It's just, oh my God. Oh my God.
You have no reason to have my back.
Because it's
And-
right and wrong, though, isn't
But it's between right and wrong, and that meant a lot. So
Yeah, it's not about having your back. It's
thank
like,
you. Yeah.
there's right and then there's wrong.
Yep.
You're right, though. Not too bad, but come on.
Oh God. No,
Wait.
I heard the word faggot. I
upset,
want to cry.
Have a little cry. Crying
Oh.
is my favourite therapy in the world.
Well, welcome in.
Snuggling.
Oh my God.
Now have a good cry, because that's you getting a bit of your anger and frustration out as well. You're such a cool dude. We love you.
I dropped my ring.
Do you want some help?
No, it's you can't move the couch. I'm whacking it with a spatula. Okay, I just need something a little bit longer.
But you've seen it. You've seen where it is.
I got clear visual on it.
Thank you. Sorry.
You got your slippers.
I want to apologize.
Thank you.
Oh, he's still here.
Bad habit of having a short fuse. And I don't mean nothing by it.
They took him in that room. They said, you're gonna go in there and apologize, or you're not getting your check. Now, God damn it, you're not getting in one episode. Now, get your ass out there, apologize to that lesbian, and let's get on with this. Nobody else is gonna watch this. If you leave, who the fuck's gonna watch this? Who gives a shit? By the way, we don't want him to apologize. If I was gonna watch this show, I'd want to see more of Mickey Rourke going wild, pissing her off, pissing other people off. That's entertaining. I want some apology. Oh, hold my hand.
I appreciate your apology.
I hope. Okay, I do mean it.
I appreciate your apology,
If
and
I
I
didn't,
hope.
I wouldn't say it to you.
I know.
Okay.
I appreciate the apology, and I hope you enjoy your slippers,
Thank you.
mate.
That's not what we wanted to see. Boring. Nobody cares. That's your only viral moment you're going to get from this show. No one will ever give a shit. They'll never see anything else from it. They neutered him. They were like, you can't do that. You can't say that to her. Instead of going, yeah, Mickey, fuck yeah. Go back out there and tell her how you really feel. Fuck that bitch. This is gold TV right here. We're sending him back in there. No, they in there and lectured him. You're not going to get paid. You better go say sorry to her. All over the word fag. Oh my God. All over a joke. And if she'd have took it better, if she'd have just hit him back with something, that'd have been the end of that. He'd have respected her a little bit, but God, what a crybaby. What a weak bitch. Goldberg buys her own eggs. You people don't go grocery shopping. You don't do shit. Show me a video of Whoopi Goldberg buying her own groceries. Show it to him. Think somebody would take a picture of her or something. They said, hey, that's Whoopi Goldberg buying eggs. Holy shit. She's a crazy ass liberal, but if I seen her, I'd say, God damn, that's Whoopi Goldberg. That's Whoopi right over there. That's Whoopi Goldberg buying eggs. Look at that. I'd take a picture. I'd say, holy shit. You won't believe who's in here buying eggs. Whoopi Goldberg is in here buying eggs. It's random as hell. They beheaded the squirrel. This is why you really lost the election, by the way. You beheaded this guy's squirrel, and people realize you're out of your fucking minds. What a weird thing to do, behead the squirrel. That's weird, bro. That's evil. This was personal. This was some evil shit. Like somebody was like, somebody saw this guy making these videos with this squirrel and they was pissed off about it. I don't know something drove these people over the edge about this squirrel. To cut its head off? That's some serious anger. Like I wonder what it was. I wonder what really pissed them off, made them go raid his house over a squirrel. What happened? What did he say in a video? What did he do? Or is this just standard procedure to when you take somebody's animal, you cut its head off? I don't get it. It's some demented shit though. This is why our society is declining. This type of shit right here, because you know you're beheading the TikTok squirrel. The TikTok squirrel with millions of followers, you behead it, and then you wonder why the people hate you. Every time the people get into something, here you come along and fuck with it. People's getting tired of it. And it's in everything. Like the Marvel movies, the superhero movies. Everybody was enjoying that. And then here you came with your woke liberal horse shit. And god damn it, you fucked that up. People were enjoying the squirrel. And here you come with your fucking woke liberal fucking government bullshit. And you can't have a squirrel. Oh god. And so you kill the squirrel. And you just, I said this a long time ago. If you keep banning people, and in this case, killing them, you're just pissing people off. You keep going after people with large followings, and you're just pissing all those people off that watch that shit, and they hate you now. They hate you because you fucked with something they liked. You ruined it. Why do you think people hate Activision so much and hate all these Call of Duty developers? Because they ruined it. They ruined everything. So people hate them. People make videos and curse them out, and it's because they've ruined everything. They couldn't just leave it the fuck alone. They had to fuck with it. Every time we get a good thing going, here you come. You have to fuck with it. The squirrel, the game, the movie, the prices at the store. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. Here you come. Here you come with your bullshit. And you destroy it. Destroy it all. And when you do that too many times, what you do is you get Donald Trump reelected. That's what you did. You hate Trump. So that's the only way we can get back at you. We'll put him in power. That's why I say if you keep on, we're gonna give him a third term. On, people will have no choice but to piss you the fuck off even more. Time is I'm about to go to bed. All these nerds crying. Like cries about the tariffs. He takes them off. They cry about that. He puts them on. They cry about that. Crying. Endless tears flowing. Endless tears flowing. Endless tears. Lay down. Well, I'm about to go to bed. I wish you well. I'm gonna watch what's that show on Netflix? The people in England are being made to watch it. Some shit. It's on Netflix. Red Hawk paid me to watch it. It's like 4 episodes. The JD Vance movie was pretty good. JD Vance been through some shit. His mom is a lunatic drug addict. He's been through some shit. Anyway, I'll be here tomorrow.